like it.
I'm always scared.
All right.
Okay. Welcome to episode 13, magic number 13 of Transition Takes, the show that is convinced the dean of the university had an affair with Brian's wife. Thank you for tuning in. If you end up enjoying the show, please subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell. I'd like to thank the sponsor of today's episode, DUBBY, your taste buds' favorite energy drink. You can get yours today at DUBBY.com. Use code XMASON for 10% off at checkout. Devin, how is life treating you?
Same as last week. Good. Actually, maybe a little bit better because we got our first win in our men's league.
We did. I didn't even get to play, bro. I have like a sprained pinky.
Is it feeling better?
Yeah.
You think you can play this week?
I hope so. I don't know. Game time decision.
Also, for next week, you're going to look out for it. If I get shots up, I changed a little mechanic in my shot today. It was good aim.
Yeah, I changed mine. I just fucking throw the ball. I decided that I'm a better quarterback
at least
than
you
shooter,
hit rim.
so I'm just throwing it
You're
in
probably
there.
going to hit rim most of the time.
Well, at least backboard for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was cool. I wish I would have been a part of the first win, but I still win.
You
Moral
were.
support.
Your jersey number was out there.
Yeah, I know. I think I'm better than that guy, but whatever.
Outright.
He had some dribble moves where they went for a steal. And he did the quick behind the back. I was like,
yeah, he was low-key breaking them.
yeah, he was killing it. He had no jump shot though.
Yeah.
If I got that many shots, I would have made at least one.
Yeah, he's like a slasher type.
Yeah, which honestly we need.
Yeah.
But I'm not giving up my jersey to him again, bro. I had to wash it 3 times.
Yeah.
All right, pushing through the downtime of sports. There's always plenty to talk about, so let's get into it. We're going to start off. Everybody every year is like, oh, I have Patrick Mahomes for MVP. Like, yeah, hot take, buddy.
It's actually Josh Allen every year for everybody.
Josh Allen. Really hot take you had there, okay? You picked the MVP favorite. Congratulations. Today on this show, though, we're going to pick our Longshot awards. We're going to make the picks that take some gumption, that take having a certain level of confidence in your sports knowledge.
No, I'm not going to say that.
Yeah, I was going to, but I'm not going to either. Today we talk Longshot awards. Let's get into it. First and foremost, Defensive Player of the Year, Devin. Who's your Longshot?
I'm surprised this guy, because I kind of looked at the betting odds to make sure I didn't pick anybody. I got Quinnen Williams. No way.
Yeah,
Let's
dude,
go.
that's exactly who I said.
Let's go.
That's
he's such a
insane.
game wrecker. He doesn't even, and he's a D tackle, so he doesn't need a crazy amount of sacks to win the award. If he could just get double-digit sacks and then not let people run, he's going to get it.
Right. The defense is going to be good. If the Jets have a good record, he'll finish in the top 3 voting.
Yeah.
Which right now he's like 12th in odds.
Like, he's the first person that came to mind, and I was like, he has to be on the bets, right? Nope, nowhere to be seen.
Yeah. That's crazy that we picked the exact same place. Oh, no, he's 18th. I actually went and looked. He's 18th in odds.
Yeah, I only saw everything I looked at. It wouldn't show the whole thing. It would just show, like, top 8.
Yeah, I just went on FanDuel, and he's 18th.
Got you. Yeah,
You can't go on FanDuel, yeah.
I just had to search it up.
Because he's literally 12 years old. Okay. That makes that one really quick, the fact that...
Let's go.
I think that his bad division helps him. Mm-hmm. I think he's in a division with Tua, who's awful, and a rookie quarterback.
It's not even the best offensive line over there, too.
Right. Josh Allen turns the ball over a lot.
He might run into Josh Allen's sack, or he might run into a sack.
Which, that's crazy that we picked the same person. I guess moving on, we're going to do Opoy, or more relatively known as Offensive Player of the Year. I'll go first this time. Yeah. I hate to say it, but I said Saquon.
Okay.
Because he is a long shot as far as the odds go. But I don't think it was a good signing due to the money and how long he's now signed for. But it's quite possible that he has one great year in him. And their offensive line is still one of the best in the league. The threat of Hurts' legs is going to open things up more for Saquon. Notice I didn't say Hurts throwing the ball because he's not good at that.
He could throw a 5-yard pass to Saquon. Saquon's good out of the backfield.
Yeah, and the 2 elite wide receivers will allow for lighter boxes for Saquon to run through. So I think Saquon's a good long shot.
My long shot is I hope he plays from the start of the season. I have Nick Chubb.
Yeah. I think he's a good pick for comeback player.
I think he's a lock for comeback player.
Yeah. Which we were originally going to do comeback. I deleted it off there.
There's not a lot to choose from.
Yeah. And the thing is we have multiple quarterbacks. Like Joe Burrow is favorited right now. Like it's very hard to pick a a long shot for that.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be one of the favorites.
But I have Nick Chubb because I think Watson's going to be a little bit better this year, and obviously they're going to lean on Nick Chubb. I think, like, he just squatted almost 500 pounds the other day.
Nick Chubb is not real.
I don't think he's real. He's like Alex.
Yeah, Nick Chubb and Alex are why I think we're in a simulation. A little behind-the-scenes thing, okay? So, this is recorded at a place that I live, a.k.a. my home, and Devin and Alex come here to record this show. I set up everything today before they got here, and I was giving Alex shit, telling him that he is ought to easy because I set it up perfectly without him, even though he's supposed to be the production side of this whole show. And Alex's response to that was to come over here, right, standing in front of where I currently am. He has this laptop, right, and he tries to spin it like some sort of weird DJ and just throws it on the fucking table, knocks the mic onto the floor, caused a fire, an eagle swooped in. It was insane.
Yeah, all that happened.
All of that happened. Devin got electrocuted. It was insane.
I'm surprised I'm even alive.
I don't think you are. It's a sim, bro. There's no way someone like Alex actually exists.
Yeah. But the Nick Chubb thing, dude, he's just... You could stack the box. You could put the whole team in the box. He's getting 5 yards.
Yeah, Nick Chubb's really, really good. I think I've drafted Nick Chubb in fantasy like 5 years ago.
I always want to, but I never have a good pick. Once again, I don't have a good pick in ours this year.
I usually get him... For some reason, I always have a towards the end of the round first round pick.
Yeah, that's where
I usually get him at the flip of the second round. Like, he's always a second round pick in my leagues.
For me, every time that he's either a first round pick or somebody stupid falls, so I'm like, I'm not picking Nick Chubb over...
Yeah. Well, the good news about my league that I play with is we have certain people in that league who I actually will not name names because I don't want to offend anybody, but like that think that it's a good idea to take Darren Waller in the first round and like stupid shit like that. Like there's like right now the NBA is a league of parity. There's a ton of teams who can win. The NFL is always a league of parity. My fantasy league has 3 actual good people. A 4th that is like not usually good but will have a decent year, and then a bunch of like you're here to fill a spot and we appreciate you for showing up. Sorry if you're watching this, you know it's true. You're just there to have fun and I respect that. I'm the back-to-back champ, so
you just collect the check.
Right, I just show up and collect a check. Actually, funny enough, it's not as I don't feel as much accomplishment because I'm the treasurer of the league, so everyone pays me up front. So the last 2 years, it's not like I go and get money. I just already have the money.
That's why I like our fantasy basketball league.
Well, the problem with that, everyone in that league is broke, and it takes 6 months to get your payment. Alex, have you been fully paid?
I have. I just got my last payment last week.
There you go.
No, everybody usually pays up front. I think the only person that's really ever had the problem is Brandon, and then I paid him 2 weeks late.
Yeah.
That's really it, right? Dude, he got paid the day before because I was losing so bad, and then I almost came back.
Man, that was a crazy... I think you lost by, 2 points and an assist or something crazy?
No, it was like 2 turnovers and a block.
Oh, yeah, because if you would have just sat your people, you would have won because you wouldn't have those turnovers.
It's because AD got hurt, so he came out. So it was just Naz Reid against Rudy Gobert. Who's going to get more turnovers?
Yeah.
Naz Reid.
So, Alex got bailed. All right, moving on. We got Rookie of the Year, Longshot Rookie of the Year, Devin.
Offensive and defensive, right? They are 2 separate.
I only did one.
Which one did you do?
I did offense.
I can name both of them, but
yeah, go ahead.
So offensive, I put Lad McConkey. It's a receiver for the Chargers. I didn't see him on the top 5 or 6 betting, but
that's actually not
bad. They don't really have another guy to throw to.
He is an elite quarterback with no other options and an offensive-minded head coach. That's actually a really good pick.
Yeah,
unless they end up trading for Ayuk.
You should go bet on him.
Yeah, maybe.
Throw
a little teaser on that.
Like 20 or something.
Yeah. I said Blake Corum.
Oh, right.
He plays for the Rams.
Yeah, but he's probably only going to be the starter for a few weeks because Barry Sanders is going to come back.
Barry Sanders.
Yeah.
But if he shows out, right, and he wins the job, because McVay has shown that he will feed the hot hand. He has tons of college experience, so he's ready for the league. McVay's system is very running back friendly, and he's going to face light boxes, kind of what I said with Saquon, with the 2 great wide receivers that the Rams have. Mm-hmm. And McVay's going to be dedicated to the run.
I just wouldn't be surprised if he's one of those that's top and then the starter comes back and they more split and he kind of goes down.
It's possible. It's definitely a long shot.
Yeah, I looked at him. I was going to pick him, but then I remembered they have him. And then for Defensive Rookie of the Year, this is the one you're going to like. The linebacker the Cowboys drafted. I'm not going to try and pronounce his name.
I want to give it a shot.
Maris Liafu? Something like that.
Yeah, I'm not going to give that a try. Was that a Notre Dame?
I think so. You said it yourself. They lost Lane Vander Esch. Their linebackers usually suck.
Thanks.
You said it. And maybe he could step in. Let's see.
Yeah, he is Notre Dame.
Yes, okay, that's what I thought. I think he can step in and make some plays on the defense.
You know what, at this point in my life, what pisses me off?
Huh.
The fact that a lot of these NFL players are younger than me. Like, that irritates me.
Dude, it's crazy. Jalen Duren is younger than Brandon.
Jeez.
And
he's been in the league for a couple years already,
This
hasn't
is his third year.
That's insane.
Jalen Duren looks like he could be 30 with how he's built.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I anytime you pick a Cowboy for an award, I will not argue you. I will not argue.
I just think he's a great. I think he's going to be a starter almost day one.
The NFL is not like the NBA, right? Like a second-year player who didn't play his rookie year cannot win a Rookie of the Year award or anything.
I don't know. I've never.
If they
seen
can, then I think DeMar Overshone is a better bet than him.
Who's DeMar Overshone?
They drafted him out of Texas last year, and he tore his
Dallas?
ACL in the preseason.
That's right. Okay.
He's agent
Did
zero.
he play preseason games?
He did play in the preseason,
So maybe he doesn't count. I don't know how that works.
I don't know the
I've
rule
never
on that
even
in the
seen
NFL.
that be a thing.
Yeah, I haven't either. Obviously, in the NBA, it happens.
Yeah.
Quite a
Ben
bit,
Simmons
actually.
didn't deserve it.
No, he didn't.
Donovan Mitchell definitely deserved it.
At least Chet didn't finesse that one. Although, that's just because Wemby was so much better. If it wasn't for Wemby, Chet would have won
easily. There is no competition, really.
No. All right, moving on. We got Coach of the Year.
There's a chance we have the same guy for this.
Who do you got?
I got Shane Steichen.
Oh, I don't have him.
Because I know you like him.
No,
but
I didn't have him.
Colts head coach, Anthony Richardson healthy. He's an offensive mind with an offensive weapon at quarterback. Decent receiver. Jonathan Taylor. He just has to get to the wild card and hopefully maybe. I don't think they can beat the Texans out in the division.
That's the thing that's become of this award, which I kind of made the graphic how I did on purpose, putting probably the two best head coaches in the league on there, because those aren't the people who win this award anymore.
It's the underdogs that out overperform.
Right, like I think Kevin Stefanski won it last year for the Browns.
Yeah, and then
right?
Brian
because
Dable won
the
it
Browns weren't supposed to be good. Dable won it. The Giants weren't supposed to be good. It's the teams that aren't supposed to be good that end up good.
I don't know why the Browns weren't supposed to be good. They have a loaded. They might have the best roster in the league. They have a loaded roster.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably just because the Browns always underperform.
Yeah,
or they have historically at least. I really hope Deshaun is just be average. I don't need you to be Houston Deshaun, but you can't be one of the worst in the league.
If he's Houston Deshaun, they might be a lock.
Oh yeah, they'll be Kansas City's biggest threat.
He was dueling Mahomes.
Yeah.
He was really good.
They would be Kansas City's biggest threat if he became Houston Deshaun. But
Houston
I don't think that's
Deshaun, where does he rank in the quarterback carousel? I'd put 2.
Yeah, he's 2 or 3, depending on how high you are on Burrow. Burrow's really good.
I just don't. I think Deshaun's mobility and his.
Deshaun was. What a crazy, because he's still in his prime. It's so insane.
I saw Deshaun Watson get kicked in the eye with a cleat and throw a 40-yard dot.
Yeah, fuck it. D-Hop's down there somewhere. My Coach of the Year Longshot is Matt Eberflus from the Chicago Bears. Which I don't want to get...
Is that really in Longshot? Is he not on the betting odds like that?
He's on them, but he's not very high.
That's...
Yeah. The Bears over-under is 8.5. They don't expect the Bears to be very good.
They have a top 15-ish defense, and they have all the weapons in the world.
I think people are hesitant to put a lot of stock into a team with a rookie quarterback. But... we're going to talk more Bears later. So for right now, Matt Eberflus is who I have to who I'm picking, but we'll get more into my reasoning later. For the moment everybody's been waiting for, most valuable player of the NFL Longshot, mine is Jared Goff. I looked at the schedule. They don't play a ton of great defenses, which he struggles against, because anytime he has pressure, he turns into a pumpkin. They don't play too many cold weather games, which again, he struggles in. They've weapons galore. His offensive coordinator did not leave, and their offensive line is the best in the league. I think Jared Goff is the best long shot MVP pick, in my opinion.
I had to have a homer pick.
Oh God.
I have Kyler.
Oh God.
Yeah. But can you believe that him and Baker have almost the same odds?
Yeah.
That's stupid. What do you mean, yeah?
I can completely believe it, because at a certain point with the odds, they just start saying, yeah, this isn't happening, plus 20,000, fuck it.
He might have been 50.
Yeah. That.
No, but like,
you get to a
I
certain point where
have to give my reasoning, though.
I'm listening.
He has weapons, like, lots of weapons. And
assuming Marvin is as good as he should be, yes, he does.
Yeah, he has a top 5 tight end. James Conner is...
That's a stretch.
How?
McBride had one good year. So, Kelsey,
Andrews, Hawkinson. Nobody else is a lock. I have him 5.
All right.
Okay,
Keep cooking.
Exactly.
Keep cooking.
Top 5 tight end, who he builds... This is his first actual full offseason with him. Because he came in as a rookie as a second tight end. And then, he, like you said, Marv... He has a slot guy in Greg Dortch. He has a second year of Michael Wilson. James Conner just drafted. They have 2 solid running backs, and their offensive line was pretty good last year. And then their defense only got better.
Sam Laporta's better than him from the Lions. Sam Laporta for sure. I think after that...
I'm not going to lie.
I think top 5 is locked ahead
I think Andrews fell off. I think Andrews is 5.
Okay,
I forgot about Laporta.
I think the top 5 is locked.
6.
But look, even this has McBride at 8.
Kyle Pitts isn't better than him. He has to prove himself.
I need to see Pitts with an actual NFL head coach. Fuck you, Atlanta.
That's crazy. He's not better than...
No, he's not. I wonder where they have Ferguson on this list.
Probably like 12, 13. Oh, I called it.
Insane. I would have... Evan Ingram's good. I'd have Ferguson at either 11 or 10.
I think McBride is a lock at 6.
Yeah, that's probably valid.
Like, you have to think he was a starter a little bit more than half the season and was like a game off of 1,000 yards.
Yeah, well, at this point, Kyler just says, fuck it, Trey's down there somewhere.
He did. I mean, it worked.
Yeah, Trey's pretty good.
Do you think it's actually that crazy for him to be my long shot MVP?
Yeah, I think it's a long shot. I think there's about a 1% chance. Simply because to win MVP, I think you have to have at least 12 wins, and the Cardinals aren't sniffing that. No offense.
No, none taken. I think that he will get buzz. I don't think he'll win it. I think he'll get buzz if they're like a wild card-ish team.
The thing about Kyler, he might have buzz week 6, and then he'll stub his toe, and then his play will fall off, and then that'll be that. I mean, that's at least been his arc so far.
But that also could be just because of Cliff.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see. I'm excited to watch that offense with Kyler for a full year and Marvin. I can't wait for football season.
Dude, you have no idea. I can't. Just the first snap of preseason, bro. I'm going to be sitting there staring at the TV.
Yeah, I can't wait. I love that we get football that Thursday before, but I also hate it because it's like it's just a tease. Like you get one game and then it's done.
And then it's usually a garbage game. Like the score is going to be under 30 points because it's like the Giants and Reds or Commanders every week. I'm like, I don't care.
The one last year wasn't bad. Lions-Chiefs was pretty good. It was a pretty good game. But there was a year where it was Chiefs-Texans and it was like 40-0. That was awesome.
You're just talking the opener.
Yeah,
I was just talking Thursday Night Football in general sucks.
No, I was talking
the opener's usually pretty good.
Yeah, usually Thursday Night Football is not.
I think my favorite opener in recent history was the Cowboys-Bucks. The first one. I think when the Buccaneers won the Super Bowl that year.
Yeah, no, that was a really good game.
It was Dak's first game back from his thing, dude, and I had him in fantasy with Amari Cooper. They put up like 70 points.
Yeah, now that it's years and years that have gone by, and typical Cowboy fan in the comments, I don't care. The refs stole that game. All right, they really did. There was some bullshit pass interference call. All right, moving on. The same thing happened when we played the Rams a few years ago. Fuck the refs. All right.
Hey, Alex, you like the refs?
If only they could have seen his face. Excuse me.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to move into some NFL headlines. Starting first, Jamal Adams has lost his mind. Adams burst onto the NFL scene after being drafted 6th overall by the New York Jets in 2017. By his third season, he had amassed 2 Pro Bowl bids and 1 first-team All-Pro honor. But following a prolonged contract battle with Gang Ring, Adams was shipped to the Seattle Seahawks ahead of the 2020 season. Looking back at it, one of the worst trades ever. And his stint in the Pacific Northwest failed to live up to expectations. Quote by Adams, "For me, it's more so just I'm not trying to prove anybody wrong. I'm more so trying to prove myself right. I'm trying to get back out there to prove myself that I'm still that guy and I can still play. Whether anybody believe in me or not, as long as I believe in myself, that's what matters." Devin, any chance Jamal Adams gets back to the elite player he once was?
I don't think he can.
In case you didn't know, he now plays for the Titans.
I think he's I don't even know how elite he was on the Jets. I think he's a system guy.
Yeah,
I think
he's more of a linebacker than a safety.
I think he could be an elite in the right system. He needs to play in the box, like you said. Mm-hmm. He's not that great at coverage. He would get sacks from the safety position. He's one of the
better blitzing safeties.
He needs to be in the use him as a hybrid. How they use Jalen Ramsey on the Rams. How they let him stay around the box. He could be elite in that role, not in the safety role.
Right.
I do think it will help him though having L'Jarius Sneed out there with him. You don't even have to look over there. Just don't look.
Sneed's really good. I'm curious to see how Sneed does away from Kansas City. I think there's a long history of elite corners
from Kansas City?
Not from Kansas City, but from any team that have 1 or 2 good years and then get their big bag somewhere else and fall off. Like a la Malcolm Butler, who ironically went to the Titans too.
He went to the Cardinals and retired. That was sick. But I said the Chiefs thing because Marcus Peters was elite and then left and just been not bad, but he hasn't been elite.
Well, he was never an elite coverage guy. He was good enough at coverage, and he was an insane ball hawk.
Yeah. I think the Chiefs' defensive schemes are really good for corners.
It would also help Sneed that he had the best nickel corner in the league.
Dude, Trent McDuffie is... I'm so mad.
And an elite pass rusher with Chris Jones. They just slowly built that team up really nicely.
Their defense has always been very underrated.
Yeah. My answer is no. He can't be elite. He can be good. Yeah. He can play his role very well. But the injuries for him have just stacked up. I mean, he missed a year and a half of football, and then he got back and immediately got hurt again. I think it was against the Giants last year when they played. He's also on a defense that's not overly great, and it's typically hard for a linebacker on a mediocre defense to make that big of an impact. It's possible, but those are the best of the best that do that. He hasn't been great in 5 years or 5 or so years. At this point, he is what he is. Can't fault the guy for trying to have confidence in himself, but it shows the point of the year we're in that this is even being talked about.
Hey, he was an elite Madden user, though, in his prime.
Yeah, anybody who's close to 6'3" kind of falls in that category.
And he would also force fumbles.
Yeah, the new hit stick, man. Which side of the field that one? Pause. Might be a pause.
Maybe.
All right, moving on. We're going to talk about the Bears, as I hinted to earlier. This offseason, the Bears have added running back DeAndre Swift, tight end Gerald Everett?
Yeah, Gerald.
Safety Kevin Byard, traded for Keenan Allen, drafted Caleb Williams and Rome Odunze after winning 7 games just last year. Expectations for the Bears in year 1 of Caleb Williams.
I forgot they got safety.
Yeah, but unless the Eagles scheme is really that bad, Kevin Byard's not great anymore.
Be that bad.
It might be.
Because he was having a decent year.
Yeah, it very well might be.
I mean, they're making Darius Slay look kind of bad.
Big game Slay, dude.
Yeah,
I mean, the Eagles secondary is the worst in the league, or was. So I'll give Byard
good names too. That's the crazy part.
Well, Bradbury's older than dirt.
Yeah. And
then outside of those two, they had lost CJ. CJ's back now, but outside of those two, I can't even name. I think Blankenship was one of their safeties.
I remember he played with Josh Allen in college or something, and every play. Oh, he played with Josh Allen.
Yeah. Some of the D-riding in the NFL is pretty insane.
It's on certain teams too. It's so annoying.
And it's the complete opposite for other teams.
Oh, yeah.
I'll never forget.
What? My team.
Nobody gives a shit about them.
That's what I'm saying.
There was a game 3 years ago now. Yeah, it was 3 years ago. Diggs, and I just keep reverting to Cowboys. I'm so sorry. But Diggs got a pick 6 against Mac Jones. Whoop-de-doo. Although it was the best year of Mac Jones' career.
His rookie year?
Yeah. He got a pick 6, then the very next play, they run a double move, and they got an 80-yard touchdown.
I remember that.
And the commentators, see, this is the pros and cons of Diggs, blah, blah, blah. Completely ignoring the fact that the safety, DeMonte Kazee, was, Diggs was playing underneath because Kazee was supposed to get over the top, and Kazee just completely whiffed on it. And the commentator said nothing because they just
They just want to do.
Well, they bash some people and deride others.
It's what the general media is saying, so they're gonna say it.
Right. My official prediction, which I don't even know if you answered the question or not. My official. I don't think
you actually asked it.
That I did. I said expectations for Bears in year one of Caleb Williams.
Okay.
My official prediction is that this team is going to be in the NFC Championship game. Against who will be announced later.
The Lions.
I didn't say anything. Against who will be announced later. Whether I think they will win that game will be announced later, but I think they are going to win their division, even with the Lions in it. There'll be a 12 or 13 win team, which will allow Eberflus to win the Coach of the Year. And I think Caleb Williams is going to be immediately excellent, and they've added a lot of pieces to that roster. I'm big on the Bears this year, and a lot of people are kind of tiptoeing around the take of them being an elite team, and I'm not tiptoeing. I'm jumping into it. I think that they will be in the NFC Championship game. That's my expectation for the Bears in year one of Caleb Williams.
Well, I'm gonna look through their schedule really quick.
Schedule watcher.
Well, because you said they're gonna be over the Lions, dude. I have to see if it's like possible. 1, 2, 3.
How y'all doing?
4. Oh, they have an actually really easy schedule, dude.
Give me that fucking hat.
Like they're
hard. Wear it to my house.
They're hard games that I'm counting: Chiefs, Texans, maybe the Rams.
Where is the Texans game?
In Chicago.
I feel like that's always a big thing. Where are your hard games?
It doesn't even say.
That's actually an interesting conversation. Like, would you rather have your hard games at home, or would you rather have them on the road?
If I'm the Cardinals, on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lions twice.
You want your home games to be kind of guaranteed.
Yeah.
So if you have to go on the road, like at least the hard game just gets harder,
yeah.
But your home games are easy.
Yeah, I think I do have them making the playoffs. I have them as a one of my wild card teams with the Packers. I think all 3 of those teams are gonna do it.
What are the Vikings gonna do?
6th pick in the draft.
That's probably pretty fair.
Yeah.
I was going to say 4th pick.
I wanted to say 4th, but, like, I think Justin Jefferson's going to do some stupid shit and win them a few games.
Dude, you and I have been, like, in sync this episode. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
We should probably bring up Dak so we can argue a little bit.
Oh, it won't be arguing.
No?
Nah.
Okay.
I'm just going to let you spew and then say he sucks, and then we're good.
That's so bad. You don't even believe that. These shows are supposed to be about truth and what you actually believe, and you just troll me. You just sit there and troll.
Well, that's because for some reason, in your stupid little brain, you believe Dak is number 5.
Wow. All right. So, next week, and I wanted to do it this week, but I need more time. I need more time with it. I'm going to create a 1 through 32 ranking of the NFL quarterbacks with the graphic and their faces and everything. We're going full FS1 with this bitch over here. It's going to be an in-depth graphic, 1 through 32, and we'll see where I officially rank Dak going into the 2024 season.
I'm going to do a ranking just to compare it to yours.
And you're going to do 1 through 32?
Yeah.
That'll be good aim.
Oh, we're just doing starters, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Because there's backups that are better than starters.
Yeah.
But if we're just doing starters, it sounds good. Justin Fields is better than half the starters, honestly.
That's probably true.
Yeah.
Yeah, just 1 through 32 NFL starters.
Can I rank Jameis Winston?
No.
I'll have him honorable mention number 2.
He's... Okay, bro. All right, moving on. We're going to talk about the downfall of the Niners. Oh, man.
Let's go!
This is a quote from the best fullback in the league, Kyle Juszczyk.
Of all time.
Honestly, it hurt when John came to me and asked, via NBA Sports Bay Area's Matt Mayako. I wasn't necessarily expecting it. It kind of hurts your ego and hurts your heart a little bit. I understand that it's a business, but I do feel like I'm as valuable as what I was expected to get paid. Brandon Ayuk has officially requested... So that quote was from their fullback. Brandon Ayuk has officially requested a trade from the team. Debo, Kittle, and Williams are aging out of their primes, especially considering the physical style that this team plays.
Wait, you said Debo who?
Samuel?
You said, no, Debo, Kittle, and Williams?
Yeah.
Okay.
The 16th best quarterback in the league is in line to get an extension to pay him as if he's the best quarterback in the league. with all of that said, are we witnessing the downfall of the Niners? And if I may take this one from the top, yes, we are.
You're locking Purdy at 16?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He'll be at 16.
Okay.
For sure. Are we witnessing the downfall of the Niners? Yes, 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 and more yes. Thank you. Thank you, God. It was unfair to have the fucking Avengers.
They're still the Avengers,
It was
dude.
bullshit. But they're losing in it. Well, okay, so no. I don't think they're actually going to trade Ayuk because they understand what most of us understand, that Purdy is limited and he needs every bullet in his gun to have a chance. So I think they're going to keep him, which is stupid for salary purposes, and it's stupid as far as maintaining assets.
They will.
I think they're going to keep him. But obviously we'll see how that ends up. Next offseason, they're going to give Purdy $50+ million a year.
Yes, let's go.
And they will have the worst contract in possibly league history with that.
No, it's not. No, it's not the worst.
He will no longer have his Avengers, and the team will crumble. I simply cannot wait. Fuck the 49ers. Devin, your answer.
It's now the Cardinals division.
All right.
I mean, is it? It might be.
Yeah,
They're young.
McVay is also alive.
Yeah, but their quarterback is 70 years old and has a different injury that holds him out, but holds him back a little bit every year.
That's true. Honestly, I'm cool with that. It's always nice when your home state's football team is good. So
Dude, it'd be
I'm
so
cool with that.
like you can't tell me it wouldn't be sick seeing Kyler run around the field in the playoffs.
But the one time he was there, he didn't do that.
Cliff
He
Kingsbury.
was
I'm just
awful.
gonna continue to say Cliff Kingsbury.
But Cliff was good enough to get him there. Okay.
No.
Hold on. Let me walk that back. Jason Garrett was good enough to get teams to the playoffs,
Yeah.
and Jason Garrett was a shit
It was more.
So I got you.
He's an elite head coach or offensive play caller for half the season, and then teams watch film and he
Where is
sucks.
Kingsbury
He's
now?
in Washington.
Oh.
Yeah. He's either the
All
quarterback coach or the offensive. No, because
He's the coordinator.
Yeah, because what's his name is the coordinator from the Chiefs. He came from the Chiefs last year.
Oh, yeah.
He's the offensive coordinator.
Bieniemy?
Yeah, Bieniemy. So that
Is he
means
still there?
yeah. So I think Cliff is the quarterback coach because I always see him working with Jaden Daniels. He's there, right?
No, former Washington Commanders assistant head coach
Oh.
Eric Hayes. He's with UCLA now.
Did that just say associate head coach?
Yeah, at UCLA.
Okay, that's cool.
But he's made it clear that the move was his choice.
Okay, so he is the offensive coordinator. Okay, he's going to kill Jaden Daniels. That's what he's going to do.
To be fair, the best offensive coordinator in the league would kill Daniels. He's 5 pounds. He weighs less than I do. And he's
Who do
an
you have
NFL
as best
player.
coordinator in the league?
Oh, I have no idea. I was just
Andy
spewing.
Reid?
Well, he's not a coordinator. He's a head
Yeah.
coach. Probably
Ben Johnson?
Right. It's probably the Lions coordinator because he
Which he
should
wouldn't
be
kill
a head
him.
coach.
He keeps people in the pocket.
Yeah, but with that offensive line,
True.
did you know that Sam Howell last year got sacked or threw a pick on like 22% of his dropbacks?
Dude, he made...
The highest in NFL
He
history.
made me excited for the Cardinals' defense, and then they sucked. He took like 6 sacks week 1 against us.
Sam Howell is really bad.
Eh,
But Josh Allen...
really? I don't think he's really bad.
But he's not good.
He's mid.
He gave Deron Bland the all-time pick 6 record. He also made it so Josh Allen doesn't lead the league. So there's a stat out there where since 2018, who leads the league in turnovers? It's Josh Allen. Since 2019, same question.
Yeah.
Allen. 2020, Allen. And it's Allen up until last year where it was Howell.
Dude.
So Josh Allen's a big fan of his.
I think Sam Howell is better than Daniel Jones.
I'd probably agree with that, but that's not saying a lot.
Okay.
All right, Niners, can't wait to see your downfall. Moving on, we got some quick NFL reports. Vikings wide receiver Jordan Addison was arrested Friday for suspicion of DUI at approximately 11:06 Pacific Standard Time. The Los Angeles Communication Center was advised that there was a disabled vehicle blocking lanes on I-105. When a California Highway Patrol officer arrived to the scene, a white Rolls-Royce was spotted with Addison asleep behind the wheel. Following a DUI investigation, Addison was arrested at 11:36 p.m. He was then released from custody Saturday at 1:36 a.m. Let me just say, these NFL players, first of all, you have enough money to own a fucking Rolls-Royce. Call a goddamn Uber. It's incredibly irresponsible and incredibly selfish for you to do that. Thankfully, nobody was hurt. Jordan Addison, fuck you. And fuck anybody who drives while they're drunk. You're a bunch of morons. What were you gonna say?
He just had a teammate die.
Yeah,
to a drunk driver.
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't even think about that aspect of it.
And like his dude, by the way, I forget his name, but R.I.P. Like he didn't even get to live out his dream, dude.
Yeah, that's really sad.
Hey,
let me preface. According to the report, it seems as if he was caught red-handed. I mean, why would he get arrested, right? Yeah. If it wasn't true, but it didn't say definitively that the investigation said yes, you are driving under the influence. So if you weren't, I take back my stance. If you were, I double down. Fuck you twice. Yeah. Moving on. Hall of Fame wide receiver Calvin Johnson Jr. is headed into Detroit's Pride of the Lions during the 2024 season. The club announced on Monday that it would induct Johnson during halftime of its Monday night homecoming game against the Seattle Seahawks on September 30th. Pride of the Lions, Detroit's version of the Ring of Honor, is a permanent display at Ford Field dedicated to the greatest players in club history. Calvin Johnson's one of the best receivers ever. Mm-hmm. Barry Sanders is the best running back ever, and somehow the Lions had both of them and have no Super Bowls to show for it. What a shithole.
And they had Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
With Calvin.
Yeah. Funny enough, when Calvin retired, though, Stafford got better because he started sharing the ball with more people. Or maybe that was just experience, but...
Yeah. Stafford's good.
Yeah, Stafford's really good. Our last report of the day is unfortunately a sad one. Jacoby Jones, hero of Super Bowl 47 for the Ravens, dies at age 40. I couldn't find, or at least at the time, couldn't find the cause of death. From the only thing it really said is that he died peacefully, which, thankful for that. If you're religious, thoughts and prayers to Jacoby's family. Rest in peace to him.
Dude, that kick return was so sick.
Yeah, and there's a crazy story behind it. I can never remember the exact teams, but the year before, I think he was on, don't quote me, I think he was on the Broncos, and he fumbled a punt that allowed the other team to win. They did not want to re-sign him. He goes to the Ravens and has that play, and he says that it was like a redemption arc for him. I know that story's true. I can't remember the exact teams.
Sounds like a Broncos thing to do.
Yeah, it does.
Do that to somebody because he fumbles football.
Yeah, it most certainly does. One last time, want to iterate thoughts and prayers to his family. Rest in peace to him. On a less somber note, we're going to talk a little bit of NBA, the little bit of news that we have for that league. I'm not talking Summer League. If you have anything to chime in about Summer League, please do. But
I'll chime in a little bit so we can get the NBA fans.
I'm not. I don't follow it. Sorry. I barely follow the regular season for that sport.
1 second. Hey, Alex.
What?
Can you turn on the fan?
Yeah.
So moving into the NBA, Team USA is, I believe, 3-0 now. Dominant performance against who many thought would be their biggest competition, Canada. They beat them 86-72. They squeaked by Australia in a shocking nail-biter, only winning by 6 points, 98-92. And then they beat Serbia
today,
98-78 or something, and something really large. Pause. All right. Is Team USA a lock for the gold?
Pretty much. I think there is teams that can. They just almost lost to Australia, dude.
Right.
It can happen. They're NBA players, but they should be a lock. Did you hear about the new Splash Bro in town?
No.
Alex knows. Bam made 3 threes, and after the game, LeBron said, "We got a new Splash Bro."
Dude.
He's good. Elite.
The more material they give Devin to ride Bam's meat is the worse off our entire planet is.
Dude, also, Anthony Davis, Bam out of bio front court is elite.
Yeah, the Lakers should trade for Bam.
Nope.
Yeah, I think they're a lock. There's going to be some close games,
Canada,
because they don't take it serious enough. But I think this iteration of Team USA is the most talented Team USA we've ever had. Yeah.
The
closest is the '92 Dream Team. Problem with that team was Magic had just come back from the HIV thing, so he wasn't full power Magic. He was still very good, but he wasn't full power. Larry Bird was a shell of himself. MJ would be the best player on today's team.
No, he wouldn't.
LeBron is older, right? Prime LeBron
was
different.
That prime? Yeah, that's prime.
Yeah,
MJ.
92 is prime MJ. Right? But the thing about this USA team is our older players are still all pro players. Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, LeBron, plus pretty much every good young player in the league that is American, of course.
Anthony Edwards, Bam Adebayo. That's all I need to say.
Tatum, which he's overrated, but he's still a very good player.
Yeah.
I think this is the best Team USA we've ever had.
Devin Booker.
Yeah, Devin Booker's really... I mean, who's their... Derek White's their worst player now.
Is he not joining them yet?
I don't know. Honestly, I haven't watched any of the games because I just expect them to...
Well,
the only one I watched was Canada.
I haven't been able to watch them. I keep forgetting about them.
I can't even think of who their worst player is. Halliburton? I mean, if Hallie's your worst player, you're still doing pretty good.
It depends. Their worst player is probably Derek White.
Right, I'm saying outside of him.
Drew Holiday.
Yeah, no.
Actually, no. Their worst player is realistically Joel Embiid. He's playing like shit.
Yeah, Joel's playing really bad.
He's just foul baiting.
Yeah.
You can't do that against FIBA, but they don't care.
Right. I can't wait for Sunday, bro. I hope I can play. God damn it.
You don't need your.
No, dude. I didn't. Yeah, it's probably good enough to the point. I don't shoot a lot anyway. I'll probably play no matter what.
Dude, jamming it would suck.
Right. Depending on how it feels, depends on if I'll shoot at all.
Yeah.
Moving on. Excuse me. Jalen Brunson, in what is thrown around a lot but rarely ever happens, took a huge discount to re-sign with the Knicks. He signed a 4-year, $156.5 million deal, which is $113 million less than he is eligible for next offseason. $113 million. To put that into perspective, in case anybody doesn't understand, because when we throw around these contracts, we've become kind of numb to how much money this actually is. $113 million is more than likely more money than everyone watching this video and us combined will ever make. Like that is
but times that by like 100.
Right, that is an absurd amount of money, right? Did Jalen make a mistake taking this pay cut?
If they win the title, no.
But do you think they're going to?
No.
Right. Which is why I think it was a mistake. I don't think they're going to win the finals. So when Jalen looks back, he'll have no ring and $100 million less in his bank account.
But I still don't think it's a mistake because, like you said, that's so much money he's still making. He's not worried about the money. He gets to play with his best friends that he played with in college.
Yeah.
He gets to make memories with his best friends and gets to go out there and just.
I'm
hoop.
sorry, dude. I love y'all, but y'all ain't worth $113
Did you see Josh Hart's tweet right after? He said, Jalen Brunson deserves honey poured all over him or something like that.
So, I'm assuming the Knicks now, not being a bunch of scoundrels, will make sure to keep Hart, DiVincenzo.
If they trade one and I'm Jalen Brunson, I'm gone.
Yeah, no, I completely agree.
Yeah.
And Bridges is locked up, so they don't really have to worry about that.
I think the only one that has like that chance of leaving is Dante.
Yeah, they need to keep him.
They
owe it
to
Brunson at this point.
Like, if I'm Brunson, I'm saying I'll take $100 million less, but for the next until I'm done here, they're not leaving.
Yeah, you are now my bitch. Brunson said to the Knicks.
Did you also? Brunson tweeted out. It was like right after this game. I guess he butt dialed Tibbs. And he didn't realize. He tweeted out, "I'm so cooked, y'all. I just butt dialed Tibbs. Pray for me." I wonder what he said.
Fuck that bald fuck. I don't like Tibbs.
Who do you like more, Tibbs or Doc?
Oh, Tibbs for sure. At least Tibbs is a good NBA coach.
Got you.
His ideology, in my opinion, is flawed. Doc Rivers actually belongs on like a high school. No. Him and Brian should hang out. Let's put it that way. Dude, tune in to the Road to Glory series. The head coach Brian is out to fucking get me. Like, he actually is. He wants his son to play.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
But his son's a third stringer, so how badly do we have to fall for his son to get some playing time?
I got some... Oh, no, never mind. We're all good.
Okay.
Let me make sure.
We're going to load into the last segment of the day. Fan favorite, Deal or No Deal with Devin Mandel.
Oh, yeah.
He was very enthusiastic.
No, I'm getting it pulled out. That's why. So,
what was that? Never mind.
No, it wasn't. All right. I don't know if you'd be able to see it. All right. First trade. Oh, actually, the little summer league thing. Reed Shepherd's a dog. Have you seen anything on him? He's a dog. He's like.
Who does he play for?
Rockets. Okay. Which is why these first two trades are Jalen Green. I don't think he's going anywhere. It just was fun to do. So first trade, Jalen Green to the Spurs for Keldon Johnson, a first-round pick via Chicago, in 2 seconds.
That first-round pick via Chicago is
It's
huge.
protected, though.
What is it protected?
I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I didn't see the protections. I would assume lottery or top 8 or something. Maybe top 10.
So then it means nothing.
But it will convey.
The Bulls are going to be in the running for the first overall.
It does end up conveying soon, but yes.
No.
For both or just... I'm guessing...
I'd say no as the Spurs.
Really?
Yeah, I don't want to try and microwave the Wemby thing. Unless it's a bona fide superstar, which Jalen Green's very good, but he's not that. So I don't want to microwave it if I'm them. And then for the Rockets, I want to see what Jalen Green becomes. I mean, if that Bulls pick was unprotected, I'd say yes. But because it's not, I would say no. So no deal on both.
If I'm the Spurs, dude, I'm saying yes, and I'm making them sign that contract right away.
You think Jalen's like that?
Well, Jalen Green just came off of 2 months of 30-plus point basketball.
Yeah, but he's not
we've seen his potential. It's not like you're giving up like your best.
But he also
player.
started doing that when Sengun got hurt. So what if it's the same thing with Wemby? Like he's not fully unlocked when he has.
Yeah, but he also had Fred VanVleet. I think having Chris Paul
yeah.
as your point guard with him.
Well, Chris Paul is not. I think he's more of a player's coach, honestly. Like,
He's going to be out there and he can pass the ball.
Yeah,
he's an elite playmaker. He always will be.
Closer to a Udonis Haslem thing, which you're very well aware of being a Heat fan.
Not because he's going to play. He might even start.
Yeah.
But
it'd be interesting to see how that goes.
Yeah. Next
deal.
Next deal is going to be Dorian Finney-Smith to the Clippers for PJ Tucker, Bones Highland, in 2 seconds.
What a nothing trade.
Yeah. It's just, it's kind of hard at this point in time. I'm kind of just coming up with trades that are like good for both teams.
Who are getting the second round picks?
The Clippers, or the Nets. The Clippers are only getting Dorian Finney-Smith.
No.
No?
I'm done giving away capital. The Clippers are not going to be a good team.
Okay. Next trade.
I'd say yes if I was the other team.
So I don't know if you saw, but the Clippers are shopping Russell Westbrook because they signed Kevin Porter Jr. Mm-hmm. So Russell Westbrook to the Cavs.
Is he even on contract anymore?
Yeah. Okay. Russell Westbrook, he's on a 1-year 4. To the Cavs for George Niang in a second. So you get back a wing that can shoot the ball, play a little bit of defense, and then a second-round pick for Russell Westbrook.
Oh, yeah.
For both sides?
Yeah, Russ is not good. They need wing players.
And I think the Cavs need a backup ball handler.
Yeah, and they need to start regaining draft capital. So, yeah, okay. I'd say yes for both teams.
Both teams sound good. Next trade, Cam Johnson to the Lakers for D'Angelo Russell, Gabe Vincent, 2 seconds, and a lottery-protected first. It is the Lakers first.
And then LeBron is just full-time point?
No, so it'd probably be Austin Reeves.
He's not really a point guard, though.
Yeah, but they have LeBron.
Right.
They have LeBron. I would guess JJ Redick would do like an Austin Reeves, maybe Dalton Connect, maybe Cam Reddish, LeBron, Cam Johnson, AD. But I have another Lakers trade in here too.
D'Lo back to the Nets. And what draft capital are the Nets getting?
2 seconds, 1 Clippers, 1 Lakers, and then lottery protected Lakers pick. For Dorian, who
D'Lo's on a 1-year deal.
Yeah, that's why I did it. But Cam Johnson on a 3-year, $24 million. So they're getting off of him.
Yeah, that's a good contract though. $24 million a year for Cam.
I don't know. He's mid last year. He's not bad. I think he's worth around $20 million, but he needs to step it up for sure.
That's a tough one. I would say no for the Lakers.
Yes for the Nets.
And yes for the Nets. I like the D'Lo contract, and I like getting draft capital for a rebuilding team. But I would say no for the Lakers. Like,
just this funky lineup.
Yeah, they need a bigger splash, or they need nothing at all.
I think they more need just shooting, and he's a hit or miss shooter.
Right.
I was thinking about getting them Dorian, but if they're gonna go after a Nets wing, might as well get Cam Johnson.
Yeah.
Next trade is Zach LaVine to the Clippers, trying to get the star power, get the fans in the seats.
That's their favorite thing to do.
For Norman Powell, PJ Tucker, Bones Highland, and a second.
I don't think the Bulls would do that. Although at this point, I think they're just trying to give away
they're trying to get rid of him.
Right.
And they're getting...
What's Levine's contract at this point?
It doesn't show, guys.
Doesn't show it.
Damn, it's like $40 million for like the next 2 years, maybe 3.
That's not horrible.
It's pretty bad.
3 years is bad.
It's pretty bad considering you're going to get 15 games out of him.
Yeah.
But he'll pack the seats.
Yeah. I would say no for that. I think the Clippers and the Bulls would say yes to that. I would personally say no if I'm the Clippers because I'm in touch with reality of they need to turn the fucking
what
page.
This would do is PJ Tucker, they'd probably buy him out, let him go wherever he wants. They get Bones. He could be something for him. He could be a bench spark plug for them. He's only on a 1 year, so they can let him walk after this year. And they get Norman Powell, who they could either flip at the deadline for a first-round pick or next year for a first-round pick.
Yeah.
That's why.
No, for the Bulls, the Bulls, I don't hate it.
Because you got to essentially think of Norman Powell as a first-round pick.
Yeah.
Because you will get one for him.
Yeah, so the Clippers, I think both of these teams would do it. The Bulls, I would also do it. The Clippers, I would not do it.
Okay. Last one. This is for you, Anthony Davis. You want to be a four-man? Here you go.
No.
Nikola Vucevic for D'Angelo Russell, Gabe Vincent in a second. I think they're trying to get off of Vooch and Levine. I think they're going full youth movement. It showed with the DeRozan thing. Vooch is just a little hard to trade.
He's such a bad three-point shooter.
He will stretch the floor. He'll try. I just don't know how good it'll do.
He last year had the most wide open, he had the worst percentage on wide open threes in the entire league.
I think
which is really bad for the Lakers.
I want to say 2 or 3 years left on Vooch's contract.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's crazy. I think it's between 20 and 30 mil, so it's not like $50 million.
Yeah. Which allows Davis to play the position he wants.
But and he's an elite rebounder.
But I think the Lakers are a better team with Davis at the 5.
Because they can get more, they can stretch the floor out more.
Right. So if I'm thinking in terms of what the Lakers should do, I would say no. Vooch doesn't space the floor well enough, and they're better with Davis at the 5. For Davis, I would say yes, because I want to play the 4. For the Bulls, I would also... What are the Bulls getting? D'Lo's on a 1 year.
They might buy him out at that point.
Right.
And then they're getting Gabe Vincent to make money match. They might just trade him, and they're getting a second.
Yeah, I'd say yes.
Okay.
I'd say yes for the Bulls.
Well, that's going to be it for Deal or No Deal today.
Good aim. That, dude, I know y'all like it, but at some point we got to take a pause on that.
We're gonna have to take a few weeks, dude. It's hard.
We're running out of stuff. Devin's up all hours.
I'm doing role players, bro.
Devin's up all hours of the night trying to
I'm not.
That segment. The badge under his eyes.
It takes me like an hour, but yeah, we'll go with all hours of the night.
That was a good episode. Tune in next week, man. That quarterback ranking list, I'm gonna spend a lot of time on it. Purdy 16th. Daniel Jones is 32nd.
No, he's
not. And Mahomes is 1. There you go.
I can promise you, Mahomes is 1 on everybody's list.
Anyone with a brain.
No, everybody's.
You don't even have to have a brain?
Nope.
That's cool. What's your 1, Alex?
Jameis Winston.
He's not real, bro. He's actually not real.
Well, he might. I don't know what kind of brain he has.
He's not real. He's a robot.
It's an AI up there,
right?
Just spewing.
He has ChatGPT in his brain. Thank you guys for tuning in. We got Road to Glory series going on right now. Siege Saturday is still in full effect.
Is that a thing?
Yeah,
I haven't even realized
Siege Saturday.
Are we gonna try that series I told you about? Maybe.
Potentially. Stay tuned.
Okay.
I've thought of a couple of different ones for Siege. You can get really creative with Siege, which is fun.
Siege Saturday, that's a good one.
I've thought of... I just lost my train of thought. No sight, trying to win a ranked game with no sights. No ACOG, it's iron sight for every gun. I've thought of that, which will be tough on attack. I think it's easier on defense.
I'm playing Bandit and Nomad.
I've thought of a couple, which thank everyone for the support on that video. We're climbing towards 500 views already.
Oh my god, that's the most, right?
On the no site. Not yet, but if it breaks 555, it will be.
What's 555?
My 63-point game,
okay.
Yeah. Thank you everyone for the support on that. We got awesome comments about the creativity on that video, which I'm trying to continue. Later on this week, we have a clip reaction video. We're pumping out content, trying to build this thing. So I appreciate everyone who's along for the ride with us.
I know why the video got so much views. Brandon wasn't in it.
True. Brandon was not in it.
Was he there for your 63-point game?
I don't know.
If he wasn't, dude.
No.
If he wasn't there, he shouldn't be in videos.
I don't think he was. Although, fun fact about the channel, Brandon's the only one who has any videos named after. No, Ethan has one, but Ethan is literally called Ethan Slander. So. Yeah. Brandon's the only one who has videos positively named after him, and he has 2 of them. So.
Okay.
Fuck you, Brandon. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, the pod, the show. We'll see you next Thursday for more transition takes.
Yes, sir.